Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you and glad that you're all here. And for those new people, I'm glad you subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share my videos, and I always welcome all your comments. So today, the subject is how to make your life magical by the Galactic Federation of Light. So before I go on, I want to say this. First of all my poetry is channeled by the Galactics. It's not from me. And the messages are also now poetic, and that is also not from me. Now, when I do speak from myself, then it's only because the Galactics want me to share some personal experiences that I had that could relate to my video, which I will be doing that actually today. After the poetry, I will be sharing an experience that I had yesterday that will relate to this video and help you see or understand better what the message is they want you to understand. Okay? So, how to make your life magical by the Galactic Federation of Light. And the poem is Earth is Rising. When you think about Earth, what do you see? Love, beauty, and ecstasy? Or fear, hatred, wars, and deceit? If it's the latter, you are still living your life in 3D. 5D consciousness is here. It comes from your mind. We want to be clear. Your thoughts are your direction. It spreads like an infection. Remember, you are your own God creator. Keep your thoughts in sync. When you do, you can materialize all your dreams. Life is magical when you connect to your guides who help you materialize everything you want or need. This is the only way to be. If you are broke, they help you manifest with each stroke. But if you are stuck in 3D, it's from your thoughts you think and believe. Nothing but problems arise. Confusion, depression, fear surface too. Brings you even lower than you are used to. Heed to this thought. It will help you rise above the fear, to be much more clear that your own thoughts are causing this for you. Cannot blame others or even the coronavirus too. Nothing or no one can harm you. So take responsibility for yourselves. Change your thoughts, keep on high. Watch how your limitations dissolve into the skies. Be brave and be free from all those shackles that chain thee. Only if you want to be free. Choice is yours. What will you choose? Will you finally dig yourself out of the blues? Is bliss what you seek? Or is drama your choice? Think. 5D Earth, it's not a place. It's your consciousness that brings you there. Nothing is outside of you. Please be aware. All your struggles were placed by you. It was your choice, so do not confuse. Remember, Earth has always been a temporary place to learn, to grow, to evolve, and raise your frequency higher than before. So always check yourself first and be sure that when you change your thoughts to positive, see challenges as a gift presented to you, then you can work on releasing it too. First, must realize and believe it came from you. So many still do not want to face this reality. You cannot change others or make them believe, so send them love and blessings too, and keep on being you. This message is short and sweet, but carries treats, helping you see beyond your eyes so you too can realize life gives... Life gives, does not take. So release those thoughts because they are truth. They are, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'll say it again. Life gives, does not take. So release those thoughts because they are not truth, but a big mistake. In past videos, I've shared some magical experiences, but fresh in my mind is what I experienced yesterday. I feel the need to share, which will help you see how magical life can be. Now, isn't it true that when we're faced with adversity, we bring in our fear? So what do we do instead? Knowing as I do and trusting my guides explicitly, I was a little confused about why a fear was taking over me. So this is my story from yesterday. Now, yesterday, I had a tooth pulled, oral surgery. That is and can be very stressful because you don't know what it's going to feel like, how long is it going to take, what's the outcome, etc., etc. And I've never had a tooth pulled. And I had to go to a different area, a different place, because what I've been noticing are specialty dentists, they travel from office to office because I don't think they can sustain their business as just an oral surgeon or just an endodontist. Do you know what I'm saying? So the new thing is that they travel and they're there like once a month. So my dentist, well, actually what happened was last Sunday, my tooth just fell out. And it didn't completely shock me because it was a bad tooth that I had 2 years ago that they worked really hard to save. And well, it lasted 2 years. When actually what I should have done was just had it pulled back then. But I was afraid. I'll be the first to admit it. I didn't want to go through that. So, I spent the money for a crown and for a root canal. Not cheap, to save my tooth, and it only lasted 2 years. So long story short, I told my dentist that I needed to find an endodontist that was available this week because rumor has it that in May things could happen, and I didn't want to be without that taken care of. So they went out and they found me an oral surgeon that lived close to me. It was all perfect. I asked my guides, do you approve of this surgeon? They said, oh God, most definitely. So that was good. I've had, root canals and all kinds of stuff happen. And for some reason, I was extremely stressed. And all day, the day before, I did things to keep my mind off of it. And just, I don't want to think about it, don't want to think about it, don't want to think about it. But when I got there, it started to creep up on me and I could feel my blood pressure going up. Because that's what happens when we get stressed. Our blood pressure rises. And I thought, oh, well, no big deal because, I'm going to get it done. No big deal, right? Well, no, because I get in the chair and the first thing they do is, we have to take your blood pressure. And I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, they take my blood pressure. It's 175 over 101. And they go, oh, your blood pressure is way, way too high. And I said, well, that's normal. People get afraid when they have to come to the dentist. Who likes to see you? So anyway, I didn't really say that, but I was thinking that. So they left the room, left me there. So about 2 years ago, I did a video because 2 years back, my guides were showing me how to heal yourself when trauma happens to you. And really, all you do is say, I am okay. And you just repeat it over and over and over and over again. So here I was in the chair saying, I am okay, I am okay, I am okay, I am okay. I didn't feel like it was working, but anyway, the machine was like right there. So I just kept saying, I am okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And actually it dropped to 161. So I was very happy. Thank you. I said, thank you, thank you. Oh, I forget also, gosh. Okay, I have to back up because this is really important. This is part of the message about magic. So the night before, I said, dear angels, please come to my surgery and guide my surgeon to be skillful and quick. And I want to know that everything was easy and fine and fast. So I set that up the night before. That was another reason why I was surprised I was so nervous, because I trust that. Anyway, so I did that, and, so then I'm lying down, I'm saying, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And so it drops. They come back, they go, it's not low enough, it has to get to 150. So this time I called my higher self. And I kept saying I'm okay, but I said, please, join me so we can get this taken care of today. And so I kept on, thank you, my higher self, and breathing deep breaths, because deep breaths really do help. And my blood pressure dropped to 151. So I'm like, great, thank you, thank you, thank you. She comes in and she says, oh no, the bottom number's too high. Well, that was the worst thing she could have said, because we carry past knee-jerk memories that are not good. And right away, she drew me back to my childhood, because nothing I ever did in my life was correct. I was stupid, I was wrong, and you never do anything right. Never. And I lived with that beyond the year of 21, because I moved out, had a baby, and I had a husband who did the same thing. So it continued another 4 years. So actually, I was married for 4 years, but actually got divorced when I was 21. Moved out when I was 18. So from 18 to 21, so it still continued, because my husband that I attracted to myself, because that's what we do, we attract our karma when we don't love ourselves, would also tell me, I wasn't allowed to do anything and I was dumb and stupid. And his mother was German and she was smarter than me. Whatever. So my blood pressure went back up to 164. So then I got more stressed. I'm still saying I'm okay, but they came in and the doctor says, well, you're on the edge of a heart attack, and me calling 911. So I said, look, not everybody fits in a little box, because as well as I know, that we're all different, we're all unique, and so are our bodies. What works for me might not work for you as far as their drugs, medication, and stuff. So I told him. I told him that. And then I said, let me share some stories that I had. And I told him about 3 times I was in an ambulance and they called the hospital and the hospital thought I was dying. I was having a heart attack. I was having a stroke. I had blood clots, whatever. And lo and behold, by the time I got to the hospital, I was perfectly fine. And they would run all these tests and they could never find anything. And all these doctors were just beside themselves because I didn't fit into their little box of their school. You have to do this, you know, if you sneeze, you have a cold, right? Whatever. So, I said, I'm alien. He goes, you know what? I think maybe you are. So he decided to do it. He gave me a shot, you know, and I looked over because I was still attached to that damn machine, and my blood pressure rose to 185. I'm like, oh my God, 185? Now he's freaking out when it's 161, but at 185, he's not freaked out. I'm like, what's up with that? And he goes, oh, that's normal. That's what happens when you get a shot. Really? Did you know that? I didn't know that. Wow, it's great to have shots, isn't it? Think about that one. So anyway, going back to what I had asked my guides the day before, what did he come in and say? It's only going to take me 5 minutes. That was number 1. I said I want it fast. And he told me it's only going to take 5 minutes? You put me through this for 5 minutes? Anyway, so I don't even think it took 5 minutes. I think it was less than 5 minutes. And the other one I wanted to ask was everything was easy and smooth, right? And that's what he said while he was doing this. Boy, this was really easy. Everything works so easily. You're all done. Go home. And anyway, he gave me a prescription. This is very important for you. He gave me a prescription for antibiotics and opioids for pain. Opioids. Why would he do that? Anyway, I asked my guides, do I have to take this antibiotic? And they said, no, do not touch that. And the other thing I want to mention, oh my God, because this is why I write things down. I'm not in order. The day before I got a text message, email from them with all the information about what happens when you have oral surgery and how you can't eat and you can't drink and you can't take pills and you can't do this and you can't do that and you have to wear certain clothes and you can't wear your shoes open-toed and yada, yada, yada. The last meal I had was at 4:30 in the afternoon. And then when I go to the doctor, I find out that that was for people who were getting sedated. It wasn't for me. And she says, well, I have some new people here and they don't know. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is to let you know that that happened because it was supposed to happen. Because I asked my guides, did you really even want me to eat? Even though they said I could, they said, oh, no way. So you see, we don't get mad at the mistake that we think she made because it happened for a reason. It was better that I didn't eat. It was better that I was starving to death. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want you to know that too. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. Accidents are not accidents. Nothing is an accident. Nothing is a mistake. Everything happens for a reason. I'm just going to leave that there. So in any case, this is the best. I didn't know what was a good natural antibiotic. So I called 2 health food stores and asked them. And one lady was telling me, oh, it's against the law for me to tell you what's best for you. I thought, okay. And then my intuition came through and my guide told me who to call and get the information. So I called my good friend Carly. And Carly, if you're watching, thank you very much. And she said oregano oil. So I went to a different health food store because I didn't like that lady who said it was against the law. And that was all lined up. The lady who helped me just had her teeth pulled last month, so she was really able to help me. And I asked her about it, and she said it's the best. She gave me this pamphlet. It's wild oregano oil, health benefits. This is amazing. It doesn't only help like as an antibiotic, which it does. Look at this book. I didn't read the whole book. I read what was pertinent for me at this particular time. And let me tell you, it's even been studied by the medical field. The medical field was even impressed. They were thinking about making them into pills and, selling them as a prescription, whatever. Obviously, they didn't do it because it works too well. So I just want you to know, if you ever need an antibiotic, get oil of oregano, wild oil of oregano. But guess what? It doesn't only do that. It helps all autoimmune issues. It helps with Crohn's disease. It helps with bacteria. Everybody has bacteria in their body. I know I do. It's the bacteria that's giving me all these cavities. And I wanted to know, what can I take that can get rid of this bacteria that's growing in my body? Wild oil of oregano. What do you know? It also answered that question for me. So there's the other one, Lyme disease, stings and bites, wounds of all types, pink eye, styes, I don't know how to say the other two, but they're eye things, warts, shingles, cold sores, headaches, scalp discomfort, eye pain, colitis, SIBO, and Crohn's disease, pneumonia, earaches, ear pressure, and itchy canals, colds, flu, congestion. And under the flu section, it even says it helps 99.9% of anyone who has the coronavirus. Oil of oregano. Wild oil of oregano. Sinusitis, bronchitis, asthma, emphysema, COPD, sore throat, laryngitis, acne, boils, burns, sunburn, candida, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis. This is a gold mine. I hope you stayed and watched this. Athlete's foot, fingernail fungus, hand fungus, and toenail fungus. Now guess what? I have toenail fungus and athlete's foot constantly. There you go. The three things. Well, the antibiotic was the one thing, of course. But the other two, the bacteria, the viruses, well, the fungus, I'll let you know if that helps because I just started taking it. So now the last thing I need to say about this is, how many days do you take it? Who are you going to call? They don't know. You going to call the pharmacy? They're going to tell you no and take antibiotics. You going to call some doctor? No. Who do you ask? You ask your higher self. How many days do I need to take this for my infection or possible infection? 15 days. That's it. Answer. And look, do you know that I had my tooth pulled? It was on this side. Do you see anything swollen? Any pain? Nothing. This is how it works. When you live in 5D consciousness, when you utilize your higher self and your guides, angels, no matter what your problem is, that's who you talk to. So that's the message. And I hope you all have a great week. And I will see you again when I get another message. Thanks for joining. Bye.